it feels so good. It's ripping so hard. A keen eye would tell you that I'm wearing a different shirt now than I am in the future clips, but that's the power of editing. We're shooting this twice. What's going on, guys? Thanks for clicking on another one of my freaking videos. We're back. We're doing stuff on YouTube. I'm super excited about that. I've decided, you know what? I'm gonna film more videos. I'm gonna film random stuff that I'm doing because I love doing this. I love doing drifting. I love going surfing, and I feel like if I film more of that stuff, then I can do more of that stuff, and maybe I can just do all of that stuff all the time because YouTube would grow and it would be amazing and it would be awesome. So this car needs a new air filter, needs an oil change. We're going drifting next weekend. It's been what feels like a super long off season, but we have one of the craziest tracks of the year. Polecat Training Center is the first track of the year, so it's like sit for a while, not drifting, and then go back to drifting a super fast track with a ton of elevation change. So it's gonna be a freaking fun time. If you want to see that stuff, hit that subscribe button, and it'll be coming up really soon. Get this thing up in the air, maybe do an alignment, get it ready to go to the track. Yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video. If you do, drop a freaking huge like down below, and we're gonna get into it. I think I'm just gonna start filming everything. I think this is where things are going. Like right now, like this is not even drifting, but I'm doing a piece of art on this surfboard. It's gonna be for a shower, an outdoor shower. I'm gonna draw like a man of war on here. This is another thing I would normally never show y'all. I'm doing like metal sculptures and art and stuff now because I live in Florida and that people want that, and that's fun. Quick little shameless plug, if you're unfamiliar with the channel, I am at my fab shop here in Blue Mountain Beach. Lenton Motorsports, hit me up if you need roll cage, exhaust, intercooler piping, you name it. Got some welders over here, got some benders over there, got some cutters and some hands right here that do all the work. So if you need some work, hit me up. You know where to find me. So with all that being said, I think first things first, I'm gonna give the old IS300 a bath, get her looking nice. You know, every time I freaking drive this car, I'm just like, damn, I love this IS300. Sometimes I think about selling it, but I don't want to sell this car. I got a trans for it, sent to the shop. Got the CD009, need to order some more parts for it, but man, how sick would it be to throw like a 1J in this thing? A wide body, like the new, like Big Duck Club one. The goods are acquired. Back at the shop, I got the goods, I got the K&N fresh air filter. I take it out periodically and blow it out and even wash it out from the inside, let it dry. But this thing obviously has seen better days, and it was just time to get a new one. Got the fresh air filter, and I run some pretty stout oil in this bad girl, this 2050 full synthetic. Gonna fill this thing up with some fresh oil. Another thing that I want to do is, this car runs on E85, so it's kind of been sitting through the off season, and I decided I would put some 93 octane in there to do what's called pickling the fuel system. So to clean out some of that like sludge and crap from the E85. Now that it's kind of had some of that run through there, I'm gonna take the fuel filter out, take the sock on the pump, just make sure everything looks nice and clean, and kind of give it a little off-season checkup before I go beat on this thing. When your car's too low to get on the lift, fat girls in the air, people run to the stairs. Time to get this oil draining. You might have noticed in that time lapse there's some spots where I'm kind of just looking at it and not even having to put the adjustable on it, and that's because I put paint markers on everything on this car. Hopefully you can see. It's not really showing up too good on camera right there. Maybe I'll find another one. But you can see I put paint markers so I can tell if something's moved. Most of the time you can give a pretty good bolt check, just visually checking all your paint marks, and you're good to go. Got this thing mostly bolt checked. We're gonna go ahead now and get this fuel system taken apart a little bit, go through it, make sure it looks clean and there's no big chunks of debris, anything like that.
Talked about what we need to fix and everything like that, so stiffen up defense and everything like that.
Did you get any advice from him coming in here to the tournament?
Yeah, I got a nice long text from him this morning saying and everything like that.
So it's a good thing that I checked this, because where the main pump is it's picking up, it's pretty clogged. And for anybody wondering why there's two pumps, and I keep saying one pump, this radium fuel hanger allows you to use 3 pumps if you wanted to. I'm only using 1 pump. It's a Hellcat like 525 pump. For what I'm doing, this car makes like 400 or 500 horsepower. It's plenty enough with 1 pump, but the beauty of having this hanger is I can have a second pump or a third pump if I wanted to, already wired in, ready to go with its own fuse and relay and all that stuff. So in a competition setting, or if I'm even at just a fun event that you drive really far away, but especially in a competition setting where you need to fix something really quickly, all we got to do is just switch these relays back here, plug it into the other one, and boom, we're at that point running off the other pump and we'd be good to go. Got the bulk of it off there now. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this cover off. Got the sending unit back up in there, and before I connect the lines, I'm gonna go ahead and pop this main fuel filter off. Definitely needed cleaning. We'll see how much it cleans up with just some brake cleaner and maybe some brake cleaner and some compressed air later. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better than it was. If anybody wants these scrubs, I'm selling them for 30 bucks a tire. They're still pretty good life on them. You probably get 10 laps a piece out of them. Got all these freshies mounted up. You guys know I like to keep a super dialed in car, which means I give it an alignment pretty much every event. Pretty recent video I posted on actually how to do this with strings. It's very accurate, even just using jack stands and stuff like that. It probably needs a little bit of a setup change since we're going to like bigger, faster track versus like a small, tight track where I have it a little bit more gripped up usually. So I'm gonna pull some grip out of it, maybe pull some toe out of the back, make sure my front end is where I want it. So when I'm going fast, it feels nice and tight, feels good. Fresh oil, fresh fuel system, and a fresh filter. This thing is gonna be freaking ripping on Saturday. It feels so good. It's ripping so hard. I feel like with the fuel system cleaned out and the filter, just, I don't know, it's running so good. It just feels like it's lighting the tire off in third gear, like no problem, just spinning like all the way to 80 mile an hour wheel speed, like no problem. Thing feels super good. I'm gonna give it a bath and get this thing on the trailer tomorrow, load up all the stuff, and probably see you guys on Saturday. This thing's all cleaned up, looking spicy. Look at that shine. Ooh. Look at that. Hit me up, Linton Motorsports. Get yourself some fab work. If you guys made it this far in the video, thank you so much. Fluids, bolt check, fuel system cleaned out, air filter, alignment, tires mounted. I feel like I'm forgetting something. But yeah, car feels insane. So ready to rip this thing on Saturday. If you guys want to see that, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Come back in a couple of days, hopefully, for that video, and it's gonna be a good one. Gonna be driving with all my old ATL homies. Yeah, it's a fun time driving with that crew. Everybody's pushing super hard and running doors, and it's gonna be big, fast, crazy track. So absolutely cannot wait to do that. You guys definitely gotta stick around for that. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.